There is a massive shift happening in the short-term rental industry right now, and millions of hosts don't even realize it. Airbnb is an incredible platform, but it's not a business model. It's just one piece in the larger short-term rental game. The problem is, most hosts built their entire short-term rental business on a platform that they don't control. That platform, of course, being Airbnb. And in 2026, I think it's time to evolve. Not abandon Airbnb, but to diversify beyond it. And it's for this reason, and this reason alone, that me and my team over the last year or so have been quietly building a direct booking machine behind the scenes. A real system that generates bookings, captures guest data, and compounds over time. And in this video, I'm opening the whole thing up. I'm gonna show you who direct bookings are for, the exact tech stack, platforms, and automations that you're gonna need, and how this all comes together into one simple, repeatable machine. This video will be your full blueprint. And by the way, this is part 3 of my series on building a direct booking business, so if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the rest. All right, let's get into it. Part 1, who can do this? As in, who can actually implement a direct booking strategy? Well, the short answer is everyone. And the longer answer is still everyone, but there are really 2 buckets that I think about when I'm building out a direct booking strategy. You've got bucket number 1, which I call everyday stays. These are gonna be your everyday homes, townhomes, and condos. And bucket number 2 are gonna be your branded experience stays. These tend to be your larger, more unique properties, often multi-unit properties. So if you can think of like a landscape hotel, micro resort, boutique hotel. But this bucket also includes very Instagrammable homes or hyper unique or themed properties like many of the properties that Funkit Interiors launches. That's my interior design company, by the way. And we recently launched this Harry Potter home, for example, which is both unique and themed. Now, if your home falls under the everyday stay category, that doesn't mean that you have a bad Airbnb or that your Airbnb is boring. It can still be a really great Airbnb. It just means that generally speaking, your direct bookings will come in the form of repeat guests and getting people to come back to your property. And to be completely honest, this tends to be the category that most hosts fall under. And on the flip side of this, if you're a branded stay experience, repeat guests are definitely gonna still play a large component of your direct booking business. But this bucket, or category rather, is where you can start to pull more of the marketing levers like social media and paid media. And these 2 lead generation and marketing avenues are generally gonna just be far more effective for the branded stay experience. And ultimately, the beauty of funnel marketing is that regardless of which category you fall into, anyone, and I really mean anyone, can launch a direct booking arm of their short-term rental business. There are opportunities out there. There are opportunities out there. Why can I say this? There are opportunities out there for everyone. Wow, that was, I went to bed at 3 a.m. last night, so still feeling it. I'm feeling this. Part 2, the direct booking tech stack. What are you gonna need? What's a tech stack, you might ask? Well, it's a fancy term for platforms, softwares, services, and tools that you're gonna need to run your direct booking business. I'm gonna lay out all of the tools that I personally use in my direct booking tech stack. They are not all required. First thing you're gonna need is a website. I mean, it's called the direct booking website for a reason, right? You're gonna need a page where you can post information and photos of your property and communicate with your guests. Now, don't overthink this part. I think this is probably where most people stop in their direct booking business because it's just like, tech, I don't wanna deal with it. I get that. But you have several tools and options available to you. There are a lot of very simple website builders out there that I'm sure you've heard of, ranging from Squarespace to Wix. And this is a totally appropriate way to get started if you want. As a matter of fact, my tiny house village direct booking website is built on Wix. And last month we got 60 to 70% of our revenue via direct bookings. It's not the most beautiful website in the world, but it's very intuitive and easy to edit. And it converts into hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year in revenues, so that's all I really care about. I'll put a link to Wix and Squarespace in the description down below. You should get a little something when you use that link. And PS, there will be a lot more links in this video. If I talk about it, there's probably a discount or promo link down below. And also another option you have for building your website is doing it through your property management system. And I think this is fine if you just want to build something really fast and get it launched. It's admittedly not my favorite way to do it because you are kind of a captive audience to that platform. And if you ever want to migrate, it just makes it kind of tough because then you'll have to go and rebuild your direct booking website again. I'd rather have full control of my website and back end, but I know a lot of hosts that do this and generally like it. And hey, I'll throw this out there too if you're looking for something that's more done for you. My team over at HostCamp can actually build you a pretty sweet and simple website too. I'll drop that link in the description. Second thing you're gonna need is some form of a payment processor. When I was first getting started, I used Stripe. That seems to be one of the more common places to start. And now that I'm on Guesty Pro, I actually do all of my payment processing through their system. Stripe, I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with them if I'm being totally honest, but they are a perfectly legitimate company. It's honestly just easier to go through my property management system. And a lot of property management management systems have some form of payment processing built in already. Same thing with a lot of the website builders out there like Squarespace and Wix. And look, we're getting serious here when it comes to launching your direct booking business. But I think it's time to get even more serious about your numbers. Because once you go direct, money starts moving. I'm talking Stripe deposits, cleaning invoices, marketing spends, refunds, chargebacks. It gets real fast. And most investors don't actually know their numbers. They don't know their real equity, or they don't know their debt position. And their balance sheet lives in some random spreadsheet that they update once every 6 months. That's why I use Baselane. It's my financial operating system for my rental business. Now here's what's new and what really changed the game for me. They just launched CPA-ready balance sheets and built-in cost segregation tracking with Baselane Smart. This is an awesome feature for short-term rental hosts. That basically means that Baselane now gives you a real-time snapshot of your entire portfolio. What you own, what you owe, how much equity you've built, and accelerate depreciation to cut your tax bill all in one place. So instead of guessing, you're operating with clarity. And not only does it save you hours at tax time, it just makes scaling cleaner. So if you're building a direct booking business and want to run it like an actual company and not just a side hustle, click the link down below and check out Baselane and get a $100 cash bonus. All right. Back to the video. The third thing that you're going to need, and I've already kind of talked about this, but is a property management software with direct booking integrations. This is super important because automating your business is key. When you're running through Airbnb, every property management system on planet Earth syncs up with it because Airbnb is like the big dog, but not all property management systems hook into websites. And you're also going to need what's called a direct booking engine, which typically comes from your property management system. And your direct booking engine is the actual software that patches into your direct booking website and allows your guests to book your property directly, which in turn syncs up with your PMS and triggers all your automations. And like I said, you want to just make sure that your property management system has this capability. This isn't an ad, this is just like the actual tool that I use, but Guesty Pro is a bit more of that enterprise version. If you're a smaller host, then Guesty Lite is probably a better solution for you. The next thing you're going to need in your tech stack is some kind of email platform. This will be important for two reasons. One, capturing emails, meaning taking in emails and adding them to your database. And then two, actually sending out emails to those leads. You're going to use an email platform for many reasons, but one of the main things that you're going to do is you're going to create what's called a nurture sequence or a drip campaign. And the basic premise is whenever you get these emails into your system, you want to warm them up. So you want to send them emails every so often so that they're familiar with you and your brand. You want to remind them to come stay at your property, or if they've already stayed at your property before, you might want to send them a discount to come back. You might want to let them know of important upcoming events happening in the city and that your place is available to them. This right here could be its own video, but just understand that an email platform in its most basic form is a way for you to communicate with people on your email list and build brand awareness and recognition for your properties. Now, I've used a lot of email platforms out there. They can be cheap, they can be expensive. For most hosts, they're probably going to be on the cheaper side, but at scale, they can definitely start to get expensive. For example, my email service is $300 a month, but for most hosts, you're probably going to land in the $10 to $30 a month price range. So some of the email platforms out there would be ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, or MailCrimp. Wow, that is a deep cut. And if you know where that's from, let me know in the comments down below. We'll see if you guys got that one. Kit is another popular one. And then Go High Level is also a big one that we are starting to integrate across many of my companies. And eventually, a little peek behind the Raw Bell curtain, HostCamp is going to be releasing like a CRM email platform that is specifically developed for direct bookings and hosts. But I've said too much, but just know it's coming. It'll be awesome and it will be super accessible. So if you want to stay up to date on when that might come out and a few other cool things that we're working on, then I highly suggest you sign up for the Daily Host. That is my short-term rental newsletter where we get into market insights. We talk about properties that actually pencil that you can buy right now, and a lot of great breaking industry news. It's free to join. It will cost you nothing. If you're interested, as always, link in the description down below. The next service or tool that you're going to need in your tech stack is your insurance. Now, there are a lot of different providers of insurances out there. What I've personally used in my portfolio is Truvy. They used to be called Superhog, but basically they will verify your guests. They'll do like security checks, collect deposits, offer different insurances that are very similar to air cover, very affordable prices. This to me solves a really big problem for most hosts that want to get into direct bookings, but are scared of like their house burning down. And then they come to me and they say, well, if I don't have air cover, who's going to pay for my house being burned down? And the truth is probably your home insurance, but having extra insurance like Truvy is always nice for the peace of mind. Next in your tech lineup, you'll need some form of email capture. Now, earlier I talked about the email platform and how that platform will store the emails that you capture, as well as your means of communication, but you actually need a method for seamlessly gathering emails. This one is crucial and perhaps the most important thing in your entire tech stack. So you need to figure out how to get emails, how to get leads, how to get people knocking on your door to come stay at your property off the Airbnb platform. There are several ways you can do this, but the most popular way that I've seen, and I would say one of the more standard ways of doing this in the short-term rental industry, is a company called StayFi. StayFi basically is like this device that you plug into your modem, and it makes it so that when someone wants to log into your Wi-Fi, before they get access to the Wi-Fi, they have to put in their name, their last name, and their email. And then they have to consent to your terms and service, and when they hit submit, their email gets sent over to your email platform, and that's how you would gather that email. But the interesting thing here is that there's not just one person staying at your property. You might have a group of 10 people coming, if that's how many people can fit in your house. Each one of them would have to give you their email to log into your Wi-Fi. This is very similar to kind of the more old school methods of like hotels, where if you stay at the Hilton or the Marriott, you log in and then you get that big box that's like, give us your email. That's basically what you're doing here. You're taking this hotel tactic and applying it to your small short-term rental business. Like I said, this one's a bit more standard in the industry. I find it a bit pricey, if I'm being completely honest, but it does work and it works incredibly well. And they have a bunch of different services and things that you can opt into. Again, link in the description down below. If you want a cheaper option, sometimes there are different Wi-Fi modems and routers that you can buy that kind of have this functionality already built into them. And then at the moment, HostCamp is currently working on a widget that makes this whole process super cheap and seamless and very scalable and, like I said, accessible. I've got a little thing that I'm working on that will be a gift to the entire hosting community. When that's out, the people on my newsletter will find out first. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be the easiest way to capture emails. Small little tangent here, but another way you could get emails is if you were creating social media content for your property, and then that social media content drove to your direct booking website. So robsdirectbookingwebsite.com. And then once you get to the homepage, there might be a pop-up that shows up on that homepage that says, hey, want 10% off of your stay? Pop in your email here and we'll email you a coupon code right now. And then whenever they hit submit, bam, they get added to your email list. That's another very common form of email capture. There's some strategy that goes into that, but just know there are ways to get leads and emails outside of the guests that are staying at your property. And just a note, Airbnb is like really cracking down on this, so they really don't want you asking your guests for their emails on the Airbnb platform. That kind of stuff is going to get more and more regulated on Airbnb, and I think you're going to get in trouble if you're trying to be sneaky and get people's emails on Airbnb.com. Airbnb has never given emails. They've only ever given phone numbers, and now they're not even giving phone numbers anymore. They're giving pseudo phone numbers that expire after the reservation is over. Okay, and last little bonus tech piece, this one's optional, but CartStack. CartStack is a service that's integrated into our website that basically when someone goes to our website and then they put in the dates and then they go to check out, but then they decide not to book last second and they X out, if that customer is already in our database, CartStack will then send them an email after the fact and say, hey, Rob, I saw that you started booking your stay, but you didn't hit finish. Let's get you booked up ASAP because we are running out of space. Or, hey, if you book in the next 24 hours, I'll give you 10% off. CartStack is that reminder mechanism that sends you an email that says, hey, don't forget. There are definitely other services like this. This is just the one that we've used, but it has created thousands and thousands of dollars of revenue for us over the last 6 months. So I just gave you lots of information. So let me contextualize that by laying out the process and showing you how all of this comes together if you're completely new to this and you're starting out using Airbnb as your foundation. Then I'll lay it out for you if you're looking to get your own leads and not rely on Airbnb. So this will be for the everyday stay category, where I think that the biggest opportunity is getting repeat guests to come back to your property. Here's how this is gonna look. You're gonna have a guest book your property on Airbnb, and they are going to need what all of us need more than anything else in this world, and that is Wi-Fi. But remember, you'll have StayFi connected to your router. So they're gonna be prompted to give their email in order to log into the Wi-Fi. That email will then be shot over to your email platform, your MailChimp or your Kit or your Go High Level, whatever you decide. From there, you're gonna warm them up a little bit. You're gonna nurture them on an email sequence. You'll send them an email maybe every week, maybe every month, maybe every 6 months. Or maybe you just send out big events that are happening. Hey, ACL is coming up in Austin, Texas, or Formula One or South by Southwest. There are a lot of different strategies here. I said earlier, this could be its own video. So if you're interested in a video that really gets into the weeds of that, let me know in the comments down below and your boy will deliver, because I made this video because all of you guys asked for it. From your emails, they'll be linked out to your direct booking website. They click around your website, they look at all your different properties, they go to checkout, they get really busy, they X out of their browser, and then CartStack sends them an email that says, hey, we noticed that you were thinking about booking during this date range. Here's 10% off if you decide to book. They click back to your website, decide to go forward with the listing, and they book through your property management system's booking engine. From there, payment is processed via Stripe or whatever payment processor that you opted in with. And then you'll send them a message to get verified through TrueV or to opt into extra protection or insurances. Or you just charge an additional deposit if you want to, which you can also do through your payment processor. Up to you, but that right there is the basic process for getting a direct booking from a repeat guest that previously stayed at your Airbnb. Hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions on that, let me know in the comments down below and I'll go in and answer anything that might have felt unclear. Okay, so that's the process more for the everyday stay category. Now let's talk about the process if you're looking to build a business completely independent of Airbnb. Let's talk about how this would work, and this would encapsulate more so that branded experience stay group of people. Let's say that your strategy is to post organic content on Instagram or TikTok, or let's say that you decide to run Facebook and Instagram ads, which is what we do. Regardless of which one of these you opt into, or you can opt into both, which is what I do, you are gonna be directing people over to your direct booking website. Okay, so Airbnb, not even a part of any of this process. When people get to your website, there will be a pop-up that shows up on your website that says, hey, you want 10% off? Join our newsletter. Give us your email. They input their email, get added to your list, easy peasy. So far, what you would have needed in this instance is social media accounts. The paid ad strategy can be a bit more complicated. You got to find someone to run those ads. Maybe I'll cover that in a future video, but the organic social media, pretty easy for anyone to do. You would send them to your website, they input their email, and that gets shot over to MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Go High Level, whatever email platform that you decide. You then nurture those emails continually until they're ready to book. At the same time, you might be posting to social media consistently to remind them to come stay at your property. And at the same time from there, you might be running ads, and between these three things, you are always top of mind to that customer. But the general idea is that we are always trying to funnel them back to your website and then follow the steps from the previous process, like completing the booking through your property management system's booking engine, processing payment, getting verified on TrueV, and then running all your automations through your property management system. But the ultimate idea here is to always get them to remember you and go back to your website and complete the booking. And then we have our fail safes like CartStack, prompting them to come and complete the booking for 10% off. They then pay, opt into whatever insurance you choose, and then you run all your normal automations through your property management system. And then yeah, it's a very similar process to that first structure that I laid out, but the only difference is that you're going out into the wild and collecting your own leads versus relying on those leads coming from Airbnb. Now, with all that said, there are 1,000 ways to do what I just said. This is just how I do it. This is what works for us. I just wanted to lay it out in the most simple caveman terms possible for you to understand that direct bookings aren't really that scary of a beast. I think it's actually pretty simple when you think about it in a linear progression. But there you have it. I think I've overstayed my welcome on this YouTube thing. Hopefully this was helpful. If there's a burning question that you have that I missed, just let me know in the comments down below. And who knows, maybe I'll come back and do one final video. Now, if you want to know why I'm such a big believer in direct bookings and why I think 2026 will be the most important year in hosting history, then you're going to want to watch this podcast that I recently did with my good friend Mark Simpson, where we give you all the juice on direct bookings. No gatekeeping, because that's not what we do here. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe before you head on over to this podcast. See you soon.